New Logics in the Market Part 4. Do you know this about education? Discover yourself. This book is written by Mr. Deepak Satia. Chapter 21. What was the specialty of our ancient Bharat regarding education? Our forefather Bharatiya's teachers used to believe that nothing can ever be taught by force. That's why they didn't force. They did not want the children to be their pitchlagu by accepting the knowledge they were providing, so they used to teach them in such a way that the children used their minds. To put it simply, our ancient Bharatiya teachers used to behave like a library in front of the children. That is, they used to give information, but the children had the right to accept or reject that information. For example, when there was a discussion on wheat cultivation in agriculture class, then the ancient Bharatiya teachers used to say that according to our knowledge to date, the winter season is considered suitable for the cultivation of wheat. The children used to listen to the teacher but did not obey. Every year, every child tries to cultivate wheat in every season. Ancient Bharatiya's teachers were always aware of their role. They used to say, "We are not the guides of the children. We are the helpers of the children. Every child will find his/her path. That is why we will not impose our paths on them. We play only and only a supporting role in their journey of education. We will be there for them whenever, wherever, and however they need us." Due to this virtuous and far-sighted thinking, the teachers used to help the child wherever he/she faced problems. Taking the example further, children would observe the cultivation of wheat in each season throughout the year, and consult with ancient Bharatiya teachers on the results. When the winter season came, the children used to see that it was actually easier to cultivate wheat in the winter season. Let us understand this difference. One way of education is to tell children that wheat should be cultivated in winter. No one will waste time by asking questions on this topic. We have discovered it, so accept it as a truth. Sow wheat crop whenever winter comes, and be happy forever. Children who learn like this will get the information, but they will not know the reasons. Their mind will not get used to searching. They will become pitchlagu. Every time listening to people's words they will keep on believing. Such children will have some information, but it will not be of any use when the circumstances change. Another way of education is to tell the children why wheat should be cultivated in winter. So don't be foolish to waste time, resources, and energy. Make life pleasant by sowing wheat crops every time winter comes. Such learning children may know the reasons, but they will not really know whether the reasons they know are right or wrong. Such children will also not be able to apply their minds, and they will also remain pitchlagu. They will have more information than the previous ones, but that too will not be of any use at the time of changed circumstances. The third way of education, which was of ancient Bharatiya teachers, was to tell the children that according to our information till now wheat should be cultivated in winter. These are the reasons for doing so. Now you guys find out whether our information is correct or wrong. If true, then why is it true? If wrong, then why wrong? What would be the difference in the results if there is a change in the method? Will the wheat principles apply to a similar crop? You should take peace only after finding out all these, so that you get the benefit of that knowledge throughout your life. Children who learn like this would know every reason. Now that they've seen it practically, they'll actually know that the reasons they know are absolutely correct. Such children will always apply their minds to every situation, because they are used to applying their minds. Therefore, such children will never become pitchlagu of anyone, even if a person with a PhD in wheat is standing in front of them. Compared to the first and second ones, they will also have a store of information, and they will know exactly how to use that information in times of changed circumstances. It happened that all the citizens of ancient Bharat were educated. There was no pitchlagu. No one was ignorant. Everyone was knowledgeable. Everyone had gathered their knowledge. Everyone had done self-discovery with the help of the teachers, because of which everyone knew what work they enjoyed. As a result, all Bharatiyas were sensible, healthy and happy. Let us now make a strange hypothesis. Imagine that some people would get together and go in front of such children, who are educated by ancient Bharatiya teachers. Those people tell those children that only 5% of the people in society should get an education, and not the rest. What would those children do in such a situation? Please pause the video for 10 seconds and think about all this. Till then we are waiting for you. Wait, countdown begins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, those children laughed a lot at those people and said, by keeping 95% of the society illiterate, you will stop the progress of the whole society, and 95% illiterate people will remain dependent on 5% literate people. 95% of illiterate people will have to go to you 5% of literate people for every small thing when needed. With time, 95% of illiterate people will remain slaves of you 5% literate. If disaster strikes, then 95% of illiterate people will not be able to get the support of 5% of literate people immediately. Even if they get, you 5% literate people cannot be present with all 95% illiterate people at the same time. This means that 95% of the illiterate people at the time of disaster will have a very high probability of loss of life. Then you 5% literate people will either sympathize or blame each other, or those illiterate people whom you have kept illiterate. In all three cases the dead will not come back. That's why keeping 95% of people illiterate and making only 5% literate seems less laughable and more foolish. This is downright despicable thinking, if you don't consider it silly. That's why people with such mean thinking are either fools or evil. As I said earlier, this is a strange hypothesis. Well, what is your opinion on this subject? If you had a chance to sit in a time machine and go to Bharat, where 5% of people are planning to take away the rights to education of 95% of people, then what would you do? I request you to think about this question honestly. Think as deeply as possible. Then honestly write the answer in your notebook. Only then go ahead. Please pause the video for 10 seconds and think about all this. Till then we are waiting for you. Wait, countdown begins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Move ahead only if you have written it down.